Hello, I'm Vicky Lord, your freedom and empowerment coach. If you're jumping on today, huge welcome to you. I've created this video today to help you to understand life because what I've found when I went through my own journey, when I understood life, life didn't hurt anymore and life was just this game of peace and tranquility. So once I got that skill on how to live a peaceful life, I was like, I've got to show others how to do this too. So that's what this video is about, is how to have inner peace and how to have the confidence to go for your life, whatever that looks like for you. So, excited to do this one with you today. I actually have a video or a picture to share with you. So, I'm going to share my screen and help you to understand how we're shifting through this wonderful thing, this wonderful walk that we call life. So, there's there's two ways, or there's two aspects to life, and one is the vibrations. So what we mean by vibrations is we mean emotions, we mean the feeling that we feel within us, because vibration is a spiritual term, but emotions is a physical term, and they're both exactly the same thing. Spiritual and physical, they combined with each other. So emotion, we have our way of moving through the emotions, and so the vibration chart I'm going to show you now is the feeling chart. That's another way to say it. So let me do this. What we what we often go through life is we're born into a world where a baby is dependent on so many people just to survive the first 5 years of life. And often that's called survival mode. And when we've got emotions that are in survival mode, often we call them lower emotions down here in the red. So if you've been through some kind of experience and it's left you with some shame or worthlessness, or you feel powerless or despair, or you may even feel like you're close to death, or you feel guilt from something of the past or insecurity. And if you feel a lack of interest in life, you feel depressed, or you've got the story that life is so unfair, and you just got no excitement. It's void. It's a place where we're just sitting there and we're just surviving day after day after day. And that place is what we call low. And what we want to do is we want to move from that and we want to go to the next part up the emotion. And for a lot of people, insecurity comes in the next level of the emotions, which is grief, fear, and jealousy. Because jealousy at its core is self-hate. It's hating on yourself for not being the person that you want to be. And it's thinking others can have it and you can't. And it stems from a really deep insecurity. So it's not very far off the it's kind of combined with the lowest level, guilt and insecurity and jealousy. They go hand in hand. So they're both really down the bottom um, with the shame. So they all intertwine. And so what we can do for this is the first way to move up from the feeling of emotions is awareness. And so if you realize the awareness that jealousy stems from self-hate, then you can say to yourself, oh, I've got this awareness now. And now I can go on this soul discovery and do the opposite of the self-hate, which is love thyself. So then we're going to move up. And often when a person has been through jealousy or fear, that fear takes over the whole body. It's a feeling that is from the tips of your toes to the hair of your head, like every emotion. And what we want to do is as we move up, it's often that jealousy is met with hatred or rage or anger at yourself, but it can also be externalized. If you're not aware that it is a form of self-hate, then you will take it out on other people. And this is why when you see people really angry at another person, often they're angry at themselves. So that's another form of awareness, is moving through. And then we move up to the worry and the doubt. And then we come to a beautiful place where the awareness is there. It's like, oh, it was self-hate all along, or it was insecurity all along. And then you can change it to a willingness to change. And this is where we get to change our environment and we get to change our home within us because we all have a home within us. Like it's like our little place of nurture. So we get to have the feelings that we choose and we get to have the mindset that we choose. We get to have the beliefs that we choose, the outlook that we have on life. It's all within our little emotional, happy home within us. And it's 100% our responsibility. When I first heard about personal empowerment, I went to this event and I'm like, personal empowerment, what is this? And by the end of this empowerment event, I was like, it's actually self-responsibility. It's self-responsibility to be happy in the here and now. It's nothing else apart from self-responsibility. And so while we're moving up from these emotions or feelings or beliefs or perceptions on life, it's our responsibility to choose a positive outlook, which will help us to move up the vibration chain. So back to this. So now we've got the willingness, and then we start to get the hope. And then we move up to love, or you'll realize that you've gone from a body feeling fear to this body of freedom and positive expectation and belief. And then you have the joy. You walk in this earth going, oh, life is so joyful. And then we get enlightened and we feel empowered. So often when we're going through the vibrations of emotions, we go through the awareness of being in survival mode. So you're angry at people and feeling insecurity, which is survival. And then you move up to feeling safe within yourself, that I'm enough just the way that I am. And you've got the willingness to move on. And then we go through the success and the love and become whole and complete. And it's a beautiful place to be. So to move through this, to move up this chain, what I found is there's actually a three-part journey to life. First, people go through the levels of awareness, which I just showed you now. They go from healing all the insecurity, the hurt, the shame, and they move up to a level of love and appreciation for themselves. And then once they've done that, they realize there's more to life. And that's when people start to do things like they start doing writing, or they start a YouTube channel, or they start to become a life coach, or they have a new dream of being a business investor. These new dreams of possibility become alive because they've just healed that part of them that was stuck, and then they're moving on to the new. And so once they're in the new, then they learn these new skills, and then they move on to empowerment. They're living a life of wonder and peace within themselves. So it's an amazing journey to go on. And what I've discovered is through working on myself and with my friends is that there's a six-part process to moving through or moving up the vibrations of awareness. And I put it into a little course with the Ascend method, which is the journey of awareness, into a course, but I wanted to take you through it right now. Just some simple steps so that you can do it's a six-part process. And so you've just done part one, which is awareness of where you are now. And then, so that's the A in the Ascend method. And the S is for soul discovery. So you've become aware of where you are now. And then you're open to the possibility that your soul has so much more in life to do, and it came here for a special purpose, and it's so full of wonder for you. So we go on that soul discovery, and then along the way, we get clarity. We get this wow moment where this is it, and you have the clarity. And then you realize you come through the next stage, which is you've mastered your emotions. You can be put in any situation on this earth, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that you have this ability within you and you have mastered the game of life. It's such a wonderful place to be. So after the emotional mastery, we go on the navigation of our life with confidence. And confidence really is the key because where you are now is 100% because of your self-belief. And going through this awareness is going to change your self-belief in yourself. So it's a very powerful way to be. And then once we're navigating life with confidence, then we're fully on the design of alignment for ourself and our purpose. And, your purpose is unique to you. Not everybody has the desire to totally change the world. That's because it's not their purpose. But there are some people who want to change the world. For some people, designing their life is simply to wake up each day and not feel inner pain. And that was there. I was there myself for the longest time. I was very curious about how to heal the inner soul. And that was all I wanted for the longest time. And it came to that stage where I was totally healed. And then once I was totally free from pain, then my world opened up to the joy of writing and the joy of creating courses and a YouTube channel and becoming an author. All these wonderful things came because I did the work. So I wanted to leave that with you today. And if you want to go further, you want to explore more about how to understand life, I have created a course which is called Journey of Self, and it has the Ascend method in it, which is going through the awareness, soul discovery, the clarity, emotional mastery, navigating life with confidence, and designing it fully on you, so to understand life. So I invite you to check out that course and see if it aligns with you. I'll leave it below. And if you have any questions, I'll leave that below as well, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.